And welcome to your T.E.A tarot reading for the new moon. I'm a day late as usual with it, but it is the new moon somewhere in the world, although it's not the new moon day today in the UK. But anyhow, this is new moon energies coming in for the next fortnight and what you need to concentrate on. Now I've got a couple of decks. I haven't shuffled yet, but I've got a couple of decks here that I'm going to be using. I've got Divine Guidance, hope you can see that, a Choli Harnish, one of my favourite decks, Oracle decks, and then the Quantum Oracle, I'm going to be using that as well. And I'll probably clarify it with some tarot, and I've got the Spellcasters Tarot by Melanie Marquise, or Marquis, I'm not sure how to say that, and Deborah Blake's Everyday Witch. I've got a mini deck there that I might use. I've got actually a new tarot deck that I got recently, which is absolutely fascinating. It's called the Hermetic Tarot. And I will be using that for readings at some point, but I'm still getting used to it because it's a very unusual deck. I'll just show you one of the cards. Let's just lift that off. What have I got? So I've got the Hangman here. There's a lot of esoteric imagery here. So yeah, full of meaning, this deck. And works with a lot of Kabbalistic imagery. So yeah, that's something that I'll be using at some point, but not just yet. So I'm just going to put you on pause while I shuffle, which is quite boring for you to watch. I'm going to shuffle and lay some cards out, and then we'll get started. I realised I forgot to mention my tea. Today, the tea I've got for Tea and Tarot is actually a mint tea, and it's by Good Earth. It's the first time I've bought it. I do love mint tea. I think it's got peppermint, it's got eucalyptus in it, peppermint and spearmint, and hibiscus, I think, but it is really lovely. It's very, very tasty. Okay, so I'll see you in a moment. Hi, welcome back. I've shuffled your cards, selected the cards for you for this Tea and Tarot. And remember that the Tea and Tarot readings are valid for when you come to them, although I am doing them approximately around the new moon and full moon, so just something to think about. And if as you listen it doesn't quite seem to be the right reading for you, then you know there will be others that you could hopefully connect to. And yeah, so just thought I'd say that. Now as I was sitting here, I was thinking about my choice of decks, and I feel that for some of you, symbolism and imagery is going to be very important in the next couple of weeks. Some of this could be from a shamanic point of view, from symbols in the natural world, things that you come across in the natural world. I know feathers are really connected to angels and loved ones that have passed over. It could be something like a coin, it could be a song, it could be there's a lot around you that might be bringing you a message. I mean, sometimes our guides and our higher guidance comes through things in our everyday life that for some reason just stand out to us, you know. So that's something to think about going forward, I think. And also I feel like there's a bit of a refinement in the energy now. and it's, as I say, it's more to do with symbols and maybe colours, and it's honing in to your very much to your yin side. Obviously, we're coming into autumn. We're coming into the harvest time, and we're reaping everything that we've sown in the year. But also, it's a time of sort of pulling your energy in, and very much seeing what you want to, where you want to put your energy going forward. But there's a lot of pulling in, I feel, pulling in and settling in and coming very much into your more feminine energy, your more divine feminine aspect. So that's a few of the impressions that I just thought I would bring through for you. And let's get started with the cards. Let's see what we've got. I think for some of you, you've been on, let's say, some kind of initiation, some kind of spiritual initiation, I feel, where you've had to be brave and face maybe what is, in a way, an unknown future. You know, we can plan things to a certain extent, but sometimes we've just got to forge ahead without really knowing, with that uncertainty, is what I want to say. I think you are finding your way through, and you can see in the distance there is that light ahead. There is that light ahead. But remember to shield yourself, actually, is what I want to say. We can be courageous, but make sure we are using the tools that we need to really protect ourselves on that journey. Yeah, there's a bit of protection needed here. Just a bit of common sense protection. This could be energetic. If you have any sort of knowledge of energy work, energy healing, it's that type of thing. But that you can see a way forward now. There is a path forward here. You can see the way through the woods. There is a way through the woods. There's a path ahead, although we're not quite sure where that is going. And it's kind of echoed in this card here, the Divine Guidance card. So there is a way ahead, and it's a very nourishing path. You are surrounded, I feel anyway, by a certain amount of spiritual protection. Now I'm just going to read what that card is. It's actually a card that I don't think I've ever pulled before. It's the number 13. I'll just see what Cheryl Lee has got in her description. But it looks to me like it's almost like it almost looks like a launch pad into another realm, I've got to say, into another life maybe for some of you. But there's a lot of healing here. There's a lot of green, which for me is healing and courage. Green to do with the heart. It's that aspect of the heart. It's the energy of courage, which comes from knowing yourself and going forward with belief in yourself, really. Right, let's see what Cheryl Lee says on this opening. Okay. Your intuition and psychic connection is open and flowing, allowing you to access higher realms of knowledge and understanding. Sometimes when we receive guidance or information from these realms, it can be a bit confusing or unclear. There is a lot of information moving through your subconscious that your conscious mind has to process. It does get easier in time. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Just remember, this open connection is how you are naturally meant to operate. You are now in direct communication with other realities and your higher self. So this is a result of the drawing in. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah. And with this drawing in, there is a balancing of your emotions here. And you may have been spending a bit of time balancing out your emotions and processing some things. And you're steeling yourself for the way forward. Getting ready for that launch. I just get this feeling it's going to be a launch of some kind. There could be some kind of celebration that you're having at the moment to do with things that either you yourself personally have achieved or somebody that you're very connected with, someone who's celebrating something that they've attained. It could be a birthday, actually. It doesn't have to be something that, let's say life can be difficult at times, and you reach a certain age, and it's something maybe to celebrate, especially if you've had difficulties or illness, perhaps. That is something definitely to celebrate. Now, looking at this card, this is a kind of, if you look at it, it's the next card, 13. It's a little bit of a continuation from the first card, and it looks like an eye. We've got an eye here. And this is telling me you're going forward with a loving perspective. And this is really what you need to concentrate on going forward. Seeing everyone through that loving filter. And there's a lot of creativity as a result of this, and a lot of healing. It's having that balanced view. It's not that you're not seeing things and people as they are, but it's coming to that acceptance as well. And I'm going to read that one and see if that's going to give us a bit more insight on that. So this is a card of awakening, and I'll just read what it says for you. This is a powerful card. You are now entering into a complete awakening to your higher self, your intuition, your gifts, your role on the planet and the divine plan. And this is maybe where the celebration is coming in, you feel that it's not necessarily an outer achievement. It could be like an inner kind of feeling of knowing who you are and what your gifts are. The opening of your heart centre is allowing your inner vision to see more clearly. And that's what I was saying with seeing with the eyes of love and acceptance. In turn, this is empowering you on many levels, both energetically and intuitively, to walk your path and do what you have come here to do. Awakening will subconsciously call out to others to step into their own light as well. So this is the, I don't know if it's adage is the right word, but it's the, so if you are then demonstrating what is possible for other people by embracing what you have come to do, whatever that might be. For some of you, it could be, this sort of work, some kind of psychic work, or some kind of healing work. Yeah, being out in the world could be something to do with the natural world. Yeah, the forest is really could be significant for you. So there may have been some conflict, and this is the way to heal the conflict, I feel, by using this energy of viewing people with that filter of acceptance. There may have been some kind of conflict, a difficult decision possibly. So this is a very positive way of looking at things. It's a positive turning point if you will use, it's going in, knowing yourself and coming out of that, and then using your gifts in the best way possible for you. And part of this could be something creative, and creativity could be art or music. There is that. There is something, could be a project that you are really, from having done all this inner work and searching, you could then be branching out into a particular niche. Could be something like travel writing. I'm looking, this is on a beach. You may be going abroad to work, possibly. Yeah, we've also got photography. You may decide that you want to delve more into that as a hobby. It doesn't have to be a business, it could be something that really will give you a lot of satisfaction. And it's feeling in the flow of that. And with this, it will be very much a leap of faith. A leap of faith here to start this creative endeavour, whatever it is. it is something you're really going to enjoy. Yeah, awesome. I'm going to read what this card is, Charles card, as well. It kind of looks like, for a minute it looked like a microscope, or it's really, for me it's making me think that you're really honing in on a particular type of creativity. This is definitely something to focus on. It doesn't have to be, you know, what's in this card. It doesn't have to be art, photography or music. There are so many other creative things that you can be doing. Right, let's just see what this one says. And I get impressions from these cards, but it is helpful as well to read these. Yeah, this is focusing on target is the card, that's what it's called. On target, keep yourself focused on the outcome, goal or result you're aiming for. So it's really saying take that leap, really. Take that leap, focus on what it is you want to create, hone in on what that is, and don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. You've kind of stilled yourself. You protect yourself. You can see a way ahead. You're not quite sure what that way ahead is. And very much that this is about launching yourself. You can see that point in the distance. Keep that focus. This is really what this reading is about. It's keeping that focus, not being distracted by anything. Also, knowing that you can aim for something amazing. You can really aim for something amazing if you keep your focus, don't get distracted, and also keep coming back to that emotional balance, keeping yourself protected in a way from outside influence so that you can focus on this. It is a new beginning for you coming up, and with the new moon, I think that's a fantastic bit of energy coming in. So I hope that's helped you somewhat, and you've enjoyed the reading. If you have enjoyed it, then please like the reading and subscribe if you want to, because I will be putting up a few more videos hopefully that will create a few more in the catalogue. I know there aren't that many there at the moment, but I'm going to be doing a few more, including picker cards, which I'm going to be doing one quite soon. Okay, so in the meantime, until I see you next time, take care.